To do this glitch, you just have to line yourself up with this car, similar to how I'm doing right here. Creep a little bit closer until it nicks you to the left or to the right. Then what you're going to want to do is get off your board and immediately go to the left. Just like that. If you want to stop holding Ollie, just pause your game and exit out, hold it with the grab button. Just like that. Perfect. Check this out. If you get close to this wall right here and you angle your camera, there, you can see right there that the floor doesn't exactly line up with the wall. And normally that wouldn't like matter, but here's what happens because of that. Fucking crazy. So if you ollie out of those wall ride bounces, it'll look something like this. And you can just keep your combo going. This next glitch is pretty old school. It's a classic, you probably know it. But it's getting through this fence. So what we're going to want to do is just get up here, wall jump a little bit till you're on this thing. And then when you get on your board, hold down. When you get on your board, you'll notice it like you're clipping through it. And then if you just get off your board, you're already through. It's that simple. This is a pretty useless glitch, but still pretty funny. What we're going to want to do is grab a hold of this water box. And when you lift yourself up like this, if you jump at the right time, you can actually get stuck inside of this water box. The camera goes fucking berserk. Yeah, just like that. This is just a free cam glitch. I'd say go around like right here and then go into observe mode and then get into free cam. Go all the way up. Yep, keep going. Perfect. And then as you see, there's some weird shit here. And if you just keep putting it here, yeah, you'll realize that it's New Jersey. You can actually warp here too. Some things work like the ramps, which is nice. Wasn't expecting that. Because some of them don't. Some of them just do this. That's what I was expecting most of them to do. And no grinds work, but that was kind of to be expected. This glitch is pretty simple. Just line yourself up like this with the fan boost. We're going to do it kind of like this, so we're at an angle whenever we get on our board. What you're going to want to do is ollie and then do any grab trick and bail it. And as soon as you bail, press the grind button. So it'll look something like this. And inside of the fan boost, and walk into the fan boost, and then, yeah. This one's pretty classic. I wouldn't be surprised if you already know it, but I'll cover it for safe measures. Grab this ledge, go all the way down until he won't let you no more. This is about as far as it'll let me. Drop down and just go forward. Yeah, okay. Anyways, you just fell through the subway. There are certain ramps in the game for some reason. Whenever you go up them, if you get off your board at the right time, you can just fall through them. It looks something like this. It was so fast, I'll do it again just real quick. Here. Yeah. This isn't just the only ramp that it works on. It's a couple others. But anyways, it's hard to see, but once you're in here, trying to line up the camera. Anyways, once you're in here, go to the right a little bit. Yeah, perfect. There's an invisible wall. Just keep going to the right. And there you go. What we're going to want to do is go over here and corner flip this wall. You're going to want to make sure you fall to this one. Not this one, but this one. So it looks something like this. Perfect. Okay. Now we're on the train tracks. I'd set a restart here just because if you jump, it's kind of like, yeah, it's over. But you can get on your board and stuff. It's pretty fun. And once you get over here, you're actually fine. You can jump again. Now, interestingly, what we're going to want to do is corner flip this again. And I know it's hard to see, and so it might take me a few tries. But when we corner flip this, perfect. Jump as much as you can towards the invisible wall. So we'll just keep jumping and jumping and jumping, jumping. Alright, perfect. So as you see, I'm pressing jump, but I can't jump anymore. So we're just going to fall a little bit until the subway loads. Cling to the wall a little bit. Yeah, perfect. Like, what the fuck is this, man? I've never seen this on any other map before, bro. This shit's crazy. But yeah. There's nothing you can do either. Like, you can't get out of it. The secret room in Boston. This one's pretty known as well. Just start climbing this yellow pipe. Yeah, perfect. If you do that weird, like, air shuffle wall jump, you can get on this metal piece every time. Metal cap. Something like... Yeah, something like that. So, we'll just set a restart. Don't go this way, go that way. Actually, I don't even think you can go this way. But anyways, just go this way. Like I said, this is a classic. I wouldn't be surprised if you know it. But once we're here, perfect. These two walls will just bounce you back like this. The wall with water will obviously send you into the water. And then this section of like dirt will actually register as out of bounds and kick you out. So it looks something like this. This glitch actually has two methods. You can corner flip this door. It's a little tricky, but this is what it looks like. I'd say it's tricky just because the ceiling there doesn't really give you much space. But if you're interested in a challenge, I'll show you another way to do it. So this ramp right here also does that off on board method, like where you go up it and get off your board at a certain spot, it'll just push you through. Looks something like this. Here, I'll do it again. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So, yeah, angle your camera so you can actually see this way. You have a very narrow passageway. In fact, this shadow right here isn't even, you can't even walk on that, so that's pretty useless. Just keep walking. Yep. Keep walking. You're actually still in the wall, barely, but you are. So, there's jeers, by the way. Anyways, keep walking, angle your camera this way now, and just fall. And you're in the same spot. Pretty underwhelming, pretty useless, but if you like a challenge, there you go. Climbing the tower pre-destruction is fairly simple, especially with Thug Pro. Just start off with a boneless, yeah, just like this. If you remember that like wall jump air shuffle thing I was saying, if you just do one, you can get into here. I guess you could do it all the way up, but this is a little bit more of a secure method just because, you know, there's a lot more walking space. I'd still set restarts though. You can actually use these ladders to walk up, which is very interesting, I'd say, especially since you're not really ever supposed to be up here. Just be careful. Yeah, watch your step. There we go. Okay. And just keep walking up. Now this one's just a beam, as you see. There's no actual floor, so just be careful. Once again, I just set a restart, you know, just so you don't have to keep walking up over and over in case anything goes wrong. Yeah, it's going to take me a minute. Alright, cool. Once you're here, I got bad news. This ladder doesn't even work. This doesn't work. Luckily, this beam, like, and that was cool, but luckily this beam here just doesn't work, so you can just go right through it. And then if you just double jump, let's set a restart, just in case. There we go. A catapult combo reset's pretty simple. All we have to do is just do a manual and end it around the time you go through the catapult, just like that. I'll try to do it again here real quick. There we go. Hey, let's get it. Just be careful who you do that with, because like you could just keep the game going on and on and on, and that can, you know, it can probably get really annoying and get banned. Reverse catapults are pretty simple. Just do any type of like move that turns the player around, like a 540 or a 900, like that move or this move. If you do them going through the catapult, it'll just turn you around. If you do it on this one, it'll just shoot you into an out-of-bounds section, so I recommend going through this one over here, and just practicing over here. You know, just set a restart and stuff like that. But when you get it right, it should look something like this. And you can keep it going infinitely, pretty much. You will start to lose points, so don't think like you're going to cheese the system like that. But if you were just interested in just this, for whatever reason, well, there you go. Oh, if you wanted to stop, just stop doing your tricks too, so just let it go. This glitch is stupid. All we have to do is just walk on this ledge, do it real carefully and real slowly. Once you get to one of the edges here, we're just going to drop down. Just do it carefully. There we go. Perfect. I'm telling you, if you go any inch like more, it's out of bounds. Like the tiniest step. But if you notice, this ledge doesn't have a wall, so if you just turn around, you're now in the ledge. Pretty stupid, but yeah. If you go through this warp and get off your board and press down, you'll actually like land on the ACs that are supposed to be boosting you out. So it'll look something like this. Interestingly enough, like that breaks and these both break, but this doesn't break. Weird. Oh, and if you leave the shadow, it's out of bounds. Yeah. This glitch is pretty popular. All you have to do is get on this lizard statue, run and jump off of its head, and spam a bunch of tricks. If done right, you'll be in like this weird state where you can just spam tricks. Should look something like this. Yeah, buddy. I wouldn't go through the catapults, but yep, this is what the glitch looks like. Okay, and then once you get to this one, grind and immediately start air shuffling about 5 times. Once you land here, yep, you're perfectly fine to just skate around. Don't touch the grass though. Roof hopping in Barcelona can be a lot of fun. There's a couple ways to get it done, but I'd say the most efficient and even coolest method is through the catapult. I'll show you the setup. It's something like this. Hey, there we go. I threw in an air shuffle just for good measure. Sometimes you can get it just right where you don't have to, but I recommend throwing in an air shuffle. So now you can explore a whole lot of the perimeter of Barcelona. You can check this section out. No warp there, unfortunately. But I wouldn't touch the grass here. And then if you actually want to get like all the way to another section, well, actually first we can explore all this. But yeah, if you want to climb all those roofs and hop them, there's a method around it. So hug this side of the map. Oh my god, the fucking air bounces. I just keep setting my restart just in case we get unlucky. But I would fall. Yeah, we're unlucky. Anyways, go back. Sorry about that. I'd fall around here. Yeah, there we go. We're in good measures now. I do the invisible air bounce thing. This is what I'm doing. And that way you can get up to this roof. Whoa, what? Come on, dog. This one's embarrassing. There we go. Now we're on this roof. Perfect. Still invisible walls and stuff. Weird stuff with that weird line right there. Other weird stuff there. But, keep going. You'll enter this section. And as you see, there's an invisible wall. You can't really, like, jump past it. But it's not the end of our journey. All you have to do is just go to the edge of the church. And for some reason, this doesn't have it. So now you're able to walk all over. Okay. Now, drop down here. This roof is not walkable, but you can fall through it. Because that's basically where our journey ends, is right here. in this little section with the bull poop. Okay. But yeah, this is the out of bounds section that we actually ended up going to. Fucking crazy. Because, like, look, hang on real quick. I'm going to observe mode. This, let me speed it up. This is where we are right now, okay? Which is an out of bounds section. We hopped all of this roof. All these roofs. We started here. Okay. That's just crazy, man. You can't even see where we're at because of how much roof it was, okay? That's cool. There's a secret room in Barcelona, and it's a little bit tricky to get to. It involves corner flipping this wall here. You can do it in this corner or over here in this corner, whichever one's easy for you. But you have to corner flip and fall through this wall, right, the red one. You can't fall through this one because if you do, you're just going to fall through the bridge. So it's a little bit tricky to get to because of that, but it looks something like this. It might take me a minute to get, by the way. Oh, no, there we go. Perfect. Okay, cool. So here's like the inside of one of those buildings here. I'll show you which one. That one. But this is not the secret room. There's a room inside of a room. So just keep going this way. All of a sudden, yeah, there's like this invisible wall, but that's okay. It's a point of no return type of journey. Let's go in here, and now we're in the secret room. There's even more to it too, because as you see, there's like this invisible wall here as well, and it traps you all the way into this corner. If you get on your board, this happens. Normally, that's not supposed to happen. Normally, what's supposed to happen is you just kind of like bounce around, like that. But when you go into this, you kind of stay. So jump and immediately get off your board, and you'll break through. It was that simple. And yeah, Barcelona's going fucking crazy right now. And no, you cannot leave. You might be able to like a corner flip. What was that? What the fuck? This is one of my favorite glitches in Berlin. We can jump over that downsect sign, whatever the hell that means. I like to do it mid-combo, so setup looks something like this. And then grab this grind, jump, grab this grind, jump. Hey, look at that. Perfect. Bruh. This is a pretty convoluted and cool glitch. We can actually get to this out of bounds section. There's not much to do once we're there, but I'll show you nonetheless. Here, so. Get up here. Okay, I'll set a restart just in case things go wrong, but I'm going to take advantage of those triangles up there. You can actually land up there. So normally this is out of bounds. But if you hit it just right, you can land right on the triangles. Set another restart. Anyways, just jump. That's it. Like I said, it's a pretty small area, but it's still cool that you can get here. Getting under the gallery. It's actually fairly simple. Just line your skater up with the pole just like this, and what you're going to want to do is just get on board, get off board, like immediately. It'll look something like this. It was just so damn fast. You try to do it again. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, there's invisible walls like fucking crazy. But you can navigate them. You can almost do an entire 180. But you just gotta be very careful. But you can't go... Or I meant to say a 360, Jesus. Anyways. Get to the church. Every time. Alright. Get up here. Jump and stall. There's two ways to actually skate on the beach. Normally you can't skate on the sand, but the first method involves a flip or a roll. something like this. Just like that. You can't do too much. You can manual, which is cool, I suppose. You can get off your board. You can't get back on your board. The next method's actually incredibly simpler, even though that method was already simple as it gets. All you're going to want to do is set your restart, get on your board, and go to your restart. Yeah, don't hit the towels. Gee Louise. I was already going to tell them that. This clip is pretty stupid, but it's easy. Go in here and grab this ledge here. You already see yourself clipping through the wall. Go all the way to the left as far as you can go and just drop, and you're pretty much in it. And unfortunately, it's sand, so you actually can't skate, but you can like walk. Interestingly enough, like there's like invisible walls like down here too, but yeah. All we gotta do is go to this corner and corner flip. I find it to be one of the easiest corner flips in the game, mainly just because, yeah, it doesn't matter which wall you go through. Once you're there, just keep doing the invisible wall jump. You already know what it is. This doesn't work, this roof. So just keep jumping, and then, oh, did you see that? It almost psyched me out, but we got up there. That won't happen to you, most likely, so. Anyways, yep, not too much to do, but something really cool is just the fall off. Scaling the perimeter of this hidden area is actually not super hard. We just have to go up to this ladder, just climb. Yes, climb. Okay. And once we're up here, we're actually going to want to set a restart, just because things can go wrong very easy. Boneless, and then wall jump against the waterfall. There's going to be an invisible wall towards the waterfall, and if you boneless so you can reach it, and then wall jump a bunch, you can actually bypass this little like 2D mountain. Show you what I'm talking about. Just like that. Perfect. Okay, cool. And then, yeah, there's a little bit to explore back here. If you actually go, probably like right here, and just start doing that invisible wall jump, just keep doing it up and up. Hey, look at that. We've reached the heaven. Alright, come to this alley, and then we're just right on these edges of this quarter pipe, here and here. You can knot a spin. What you're going to want to do is line yourself up with this door so you stop moving. Kind of like that. You see what I'm saying? I keep walking, but I'm not making any progress. So then back up just the littlest bit. Make sure it's still good. Yep, back up just the littlest bit. Set your restart. Run into it and do a flip trick. Like that. Yeah. Now, this looks crazy. And if you do this in a free skate lobby, like outside of online, you can actually see all the textures. But essentially, I'd set your restart. Essentially, there's going to be a little ledge so you fall off. Yep. And it's all that lava. But if you're smart about it, you can actually hit that thing. It's just hard because you can't see where you're going. But there you go. And yes, it does still work, which is pretty cool. There we go. That was a good one. Head to this alley with the pipes. Yeah. Okay. Just grab any of these pipes, because you can actually, yeah, climb up and down. But the interesting thing about them is that you can climb a little too far down. So, whoa. Yeah, it's just crazy. Like, what? This is probably one of the most famous glitches in all of Thug 2, let alone Thug Pro, let alone New Orleans, but I digress. So all you're going to want to do is just set your restart anywhere that's not a boost. Anywhere in the world. Right here is perfect. Okay. Then go on the boost, go to your restart. Hey, look at that ginormous jump. What's interesting is New Orleans has 2 boosts, and it works on both boosts. Where's the boost? There it is. Okay, so we'll set our restart a little bit closer this time to this one. Set. So what's interesting is not only does it work on this one, but if you do 2 on this one, as well as the other one, just if you do 2 go to restarts, you really shoot to the moon. God damn! Now, unfortunately, if you do any more, you kind of just hit the ceiling immediately and just die. Like, not even worth it. There's a shimmy glitch right here in this map. But the problem is that if you don't want to be stuck up here, it's a race against the clock against this elevator. So what we're going to want to do is use this elevator. There we go. Quickly grab this ledge, drop down, and get on the elevator. There we go before it drops down. Now we're golden. We can either travel the entire map like this. Don't bump into random objects or ledges because it'll stop this. But what I'd like to do is go to a ramp, click the acid drop button, okay, and then go to like any point in the map at all. Just don't get on your board. Do not get on your board. We'll go here for example. Okay. Jump and get on your board. Man, they're always so crazy. This one involves being in free skate only, no online. What you're going to want to do is just set your restart anywhere, and then just lip trick anything. Pause your game and go to your restart. And the next thing you know, the crypt opens. Like, do you hear that sound? Yeah, and then the cutscene plays. It's so absurd. We can keep the cutscene going, but once it's done, it just sends you back to this black screen. And the frame rate drops like fucking crazy if you can't tell. You almost think your game's frozen. Yeah, damn. This glitch involves free skate. What you're going to want to do is just pick up a couple of smoke bombs. You get them right here. I gotta wait for my combo to end. Yeah, there we go. Got some smoke bombs. We're going to find a cat. Yeah, right here. And we're actually going to throw a smoke bomb at it, which sounds absurd. But as you see, it actually turns it into a pet. And it'll stay on our head this whole time. Oh yeah, doing front flips makes it go crazy. Oh man. Me and my cat. My mange cat. There's a few shimmy glitches on this map. One of the locations is right here. So we're just going to grab this, go all the way down, and get off your board. Perfect. Go all the way to like where you can get to a ramp that's on like the same like plane as you, I'd say. So probably like right here, I'd say. Then press the acid drop button. Go anywhere on the map that you want. Let's go to like, let's go like right here. Perfect. Jump and get on your board. Jesus, man, that was so much force. Yeah, dang. There's another section right here. It'll do the same thing. Just drop down. Hey, there you go. There's also a couple other ramps you could do it on. One of the other ones is like over here. Yeah, we'll just press the ass drop button again. This time we'll go all the way down. Can we get out of the bowl? There we go. We can go all the way down and then do it. Yo! What the fuck? That one didn't even work. But yeah, that's kind of what happens when you do that one. This next glitch is really, really stupid. It just involves you grabbing this ramp. I think because it, I have no idea, because of the net or just because it's, as you see, clipping you. But if you drop down, you just get stuck. And there's nothing you can do about it. You might be able to escape it, but no, I'm not sure. What did I butt slap? Tripping. The biggest out of bounds area of this Mayan section of the Pro Skater map has to be this corner flip right here. Once you do it, you can actually also do it from the other angle as well. But yeah, once you do it, you're in here. Navigate all the way over to this section. Perfect. And there's actually a little bit of weird stuff here. First off, there's this section, which is really weird, is that when you do this in online mode, that's not there. That shit in the background is just not there. Anyways, you got this weird... And there's like a whole other section over there to explore. But yeah, it's fucking weird over there. Once you're in this area, if you just do the classic jump against the wall type of thing, you can actually get to a heaven floor. Hey, let's fucking go. You know, it's actually really hard to tell when you're in single player, but there's actually 2 layers to this. So if you, wish there was like a way to tell, but if you keep jumping up, you can actually get to another layer. Now we're even a step higher, apparently. This glitch is pretty stupid, but I guess it's a glitch, so I'll throw it in here. You can actually get behind this portal. See, normally, you know, any section of stepping out here is out of bounds. But if you just climb this thing, come on. There we go. Yep. Okay. Perfect, and then just slowly fall. Hey, what do you know? You're behind the portal. It just looks absurd. There's this weird issue with graffiti in this section of hell. You go down here. I have my graffiti turned off, but it'll still work. All you have to do is just spam your graffiti button. That was so fast. Just walk up to this ramp and spam your graffiti button. As you see, it makes you go ballistic and eventually pushes you out of the ramp. Do it one more time. Perfect. And then you're in this section of Pro Skater, which is super fun. Fun to take pictures here and stuff. You can also like corner flip these sections of this area, and you can get to like the much bigger area of hell. This acts as a ramp. Just be careful using it. Obviously, you're gonna, yeah, as you see, it's a little too close to the sun there. Yeah. The biggest out of bounds section in maybe even any map period has to be this section here. All you have to do is go into the lounge area of Pro Skater Hell and corner flip this section. Oh my god, it's so simple. And look at that. So not only are you back into that hell area that I was just showing, like the lava, but you're even in like this weird outer ledge as well. Outer section, like a big perimeter. And it's super cool. I'll set my restart just to play it safe. And you can do this online. I'm just in free skate just for the fuck of it, but you can just explore the rest of it. Once you go in here, though, you can't really go back out to the perimeter. But as you see, there's a lot of stuff to do here. We've got some things that act as ramps, which is a lot of fun. Super weird. But yeah, it really isn't extreme amount of things to do, but there is some things, which is super weird, just because of fucking, it's such an out of bounds area. Why the fuck are you just, woo? But I digress. What we're gonna want to do is set our character up around like this. We're gonna wall ride the rock above the ramp and keep holding wall ride, and it'll just make us fall through the ramp. Sort of like that. Very obscure, but it happens so fast. Anyways, once you're there, yep, you get on this side of the thing. If you do this in free skate, there's actually like NPCs and stuff. Like I'm pretty sure Star Wars Kid is in this section in particular. It's just funny. But yeah. And then there's one more. Yeah, there's one more here. Ooh. Oh, man. Here, check this out. If I observe, you can see that this has like an opening in it. So if we take advantage of that, I'd no comply into it. It just gives you a little bit more air, but not as much air as a boneless. I would walk, not run. And once you get to this section, you're good. Yeah, it looks really crazy, man. But you know, it looks funny. What up? Yeah, just clowning around. What up? Head to this roof. For reference, here's where I'm at on the map. And what we're going to want to do is just boost plant the brick wall that's in front of us. We're going to essentially just clip the roof and go into the back rooms of it. Looks something like this. Yeah, and now you're in the back rooms. There also is like a second layer to it, as you see. Like, how spooky. This little cubby. But yeah. Head to the community hospital and get on top of it. Normally you can't grab this ledge, like I'm pressing the grab button, but I can't grab the ledge. So what you're going to want to do is just walk slowly this way. And yeah, you'll just be inverted when you grab it, which is crazy. And drop down, and now you're in this little glitch area. Pretty cool. There's an invisible wall, unfortunately. I'm sure you can get past it somehow, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. Whip this out on King of the Hill, I don't know if I'm ever going to find you. Sometimes you'll grab the ledge like this, which isn't inverted, it's just a normal grab, but this is still fine. You can still get the glitch working, because remember, you can't normally grab this ledge. Go all the way to the right till the game won't let you anymore, so right here. And then you'll want to press A and hold up, and there you go. You just go through it. Same exact glitch. Another community hospital glitch. If you go underneath it, normally this caution tape area you can't get to. Once again, an invisible wall preventing you from making any progress. You also can't like jump on this thing, as you see, because this thing is technically out of bounds. But you can grind it in the middle of the combo here, like as you're seeing. So interestingly enough, if you get off your board while grinding this thing, you can get past the caution tape. So it'll look something like this. Perfect, perfect. And it's definitely out of bounds, man. I mean, what's going on with this? Head to the bridge. And instead of getting it off normally, oh my god. Head to the bridge. And instead of getting off it normally, we're going to get off around here. There's an invisible wall right here. What's new? But we're just essentially going to corner flip this area. And it doesn't matter which wall we break through, because once we're past it, we're just going to go right into this one anyways. So, or like back behind the invisible wall. And essentially, you're just going to want to just invisible wall jump a bunch, just like this. There we go. Perfect. Now we're on the heaven. It's a pretty small heaven, I'm not going to lie. Here, I'll set my restart and show you. There's really not too much you can like explore. But interestingly enough, if you bounce above here, keep going, Keep going, keep going. There's another heaven. There's a second heaven. Make your way over to this out of bounds section of the map, and then get past this blue house in the corner. And we're essentially just going to corner flip. We're going to want to make sure we go through the fence, not the blue house. The blue house doesn't have anything behind it. But it's a pretty easy one. Now, interestingly, there's some weird properties with this. You can stand on this grass, but you can't stand on this grass. You can stand on this road, but you can't stand on this road. There are ways to get past all of this, but I will show you. So, if you want to get to this grass, the best way is honestly just go forward. Just keep going forward. And once you're like around here into Scabland area, then you're safe to get to this section, like towards the river. It's just invisible walls, so there's actually no body of water there. And unfortunately, if you were interested in seeing what's behind there, there's, once again, you're just blocked by invisible walls, no matter if you're up here or not. So, yeah, who could have saw that one coming? But now that you're down here, you can just explore, I guess, this section. But interestingly, once you get to around here, you can also make your way back to this. Now you're on the road that you weren't supposed to be on, and now you can make it past like this fire truck section. Super convoluted, like how you have to get past this little like checkpoint thing, but whatever. Anyways, you can't go super far. I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is about as far as the game takes you. And you can even see, like, yeah, you can even see, like, where it changes. And unfortunately, you can't go, like, towards the tracks at all either. I'm just straight up invisible walls. Get to this downtownish area. Alright. And then grab this ledge, go all the way down here, and drop. There you go. Perfect, perfect. Now we're in the shimmy, shimmy, yeah glitch. But the thing is that we can turn this into an acid drop. You already know. So, let's go all the way over here. There might be other half pipes that this will work with, but this is like the only one and the closest one that I know of. If you know any close ones, just let me know. Press the acid drop button as you just saw in my button overlay. Go anywhere you want on the map. I'll just go here for sake of brevity. Jump and get on your board. A. Fucking teleports. Crazy. This one, we're actually going to be focused on these closed doors here. See, like, this is a building you can normally get into and all that good stuff. But, those doors are closed. Or are they? All you have to do is just sticker slap or wall plant into them. That's it. And you just break through to the other side. There's nothing more to it. I wasn't going to include it because it's not really significant, but it can be kind of cool, I guess, if you like, because you can do it mid-combo. If you grind this and then just don't do anything, you'll go through this section here. Like, here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. That's that. And so you can, like, do that mid-combo, and yeah, it works for the other way around, too. So, like, do something like a manual. So, yeah, there's that. At the main starting point in Tampa, if you just, like, turn around, go in here, you're out of bounds. I'm serious, look. Like, you're not supposed to be here. Normally in, like, Thug 1, this section here has, like, this fence, but in Thug Pro, it's open for some reason. Yeah. There's a little bit more you can do than just this little, like, section of nothing, too. You can bypass this area here, which, yeah, just be careful, because if you do it any other section, like, over there, you're just going to get hit with invisible walls. But you can jump past this fence, you can explore this area. Yeah, so there's like a little bit to do here if you are interested. So like, have fun. This is a glitch. We're gonna head to the come on in, which if you don't know what that is, I can't blame you, but it's this. Anyways, all we have to do is just grind this side of the curb, and then don't press anything with our skateboard, or controller, I mean, and we will clip through this building. Here, I'll show you. I love doing it in the middle of a combo. Well, I guess at the end of a combo. But, you know, trying to be like flashy and stuff. So it looks something like that. Oh, man. Head to the tunnel. And once we're at the tunnel, what we're going to do is corner flip this section here. But make sure you fall through the building that has a sticker slap and not the green fence because, yeah. Here's what it'll look like when it's good and you know you did it right. I'm going to pause so I can stop holding ollie. But essentially, now you can just break through the building walls and you can walk on this section of the grass. Very cool. Although, I don't think I would jump and I don't think I would hit this invisible wall. Either way, though, pretty cool. Go up here. Perfect, perfect. And just corner flip this. Does not matter which one we fall through because now we're back here. There's not much to really do once we're here, but it's a glitch nonetheless. This one you kind of have to set up. So go up this ramp just to get some speed. Perfect. Boneless. Yes. And then I would acid drop into this and then just fling yourself and make sure you land right on the sidewalk. If you land on the road, it's going to just fling you back to the mainland. But if you land on the sidewalk, lo and behold, you are in out of bounds heaven. And let me tell you, this section has an insane out of bounds. Like, it's just ginormous. And there's a lot to explore. So, have fun. But be careful, as you literally just saw, and make sure you set your restarts. Because goddamn, I don't even know where I'm at right now, bro. In this scabby section, lip trick this ramp, let it fall the way to the left. Perfect. And then once you're in here, yeah, just like change camera angles. Just let your character fall. And he will be in evil Tiki Land. You can fall through evil Tiki Land through the Pink Hotel as well. You just have to lip trick a section with a pillar. Just do the same thing. Bruh. Make your way to the bowl here, and then go to this planner. Yes. And what we're going to want to do is do a grab trick, bail it, and press the grind button whenever you do. So it should look something like that. And you will fall right through the bowl. In the hotel, we go over here. Just go to this corner. Just keep like jumping weirdly. And yeah, you'll just eventually clip through it just like that. You can even call this like the hotel back rooms. This quarter pipe has like this weird spot. Yeah, right there. There's a couple of them actually, where you can just fall right through. That was so perfectly timed. There's another one around here. Up here, I think. Yeah, up here-ish. Yep, there it is. Perfect. You just fuck around and you'll eventually find it, man. There's a couple of different spots, too. It's not just one. Going up Slam City. Yes, and this gate right here, if you corner flip it, it's a little hard to corner flip because of the weird angle it is, but if you can corner flip it just like that, hey, now you can get past the stadium. This is the only section where you can, like, you know, skate, because anywhere else is just going to make you do that. But I digress. It's pretty interesting. There's Slam City, apparently, with a weird reflection thing going on. You can't do a full 360 just because, well, this is where it leads to. But it's still pretty cool. I can't lie. Grab this ramp. Go all the way to the left. Drop down. Perfect. Dude, there's so many like of these like little ramps here, so you could turn the shimmy into an acid drop so easily on this map. We'll just go here for the sake of brevity. We'll go up these steps, and we'll just do it here. Boom! We could have actually landed that one if we weren't sideways. But yeah. And this green roofed building, you can actually get to the other side of it as well. Once again, hit with an invisible wall. But if you corner flip, going through the invisible wall section, you can get past it. Perfect. No problems here. You can do it on any of the sections. Like there's another chimney on this side, you can corner flip that too. It's not chimney specific or anything like that. But anyways, yeah, you might think that this is like the end of the road, but you can explore a little bit more. Believe it or not. There's even this little balcony area. It's just like, why would they code this? You can't even see it from, but okay. That boat dock in the back, you can actually get to. You can get to it a couple of ways. But I'd say like the easiest and tried and true way is just the air shuffle. Just like 5 or 6 air shuffles and you're there. You can actually see how low quality these boats actually are. God damn. Anyways. Alright, get to section C. Perfect, perfect. Okay. Grab this. And then don't go all the way to the left, just because if you do, you can't get back up. But like right here is fine. And now you have access to this bleachers section, which, newsflash, the entire map is surrounded with this bleachers section. So now you have access to the entire perimeter of the out of bounds section of the map, which is just bizarre. There are some places where you can jump, like up here, but not everywhere you can jump. Like pretty sure like here, yeah, can't do it. So just have fun and explore and see what's up. Grab this again and go up. We're basically just repeating the same glitch from last time, but this time we're going all the way up and just no bullshit. Let's just go up here. We're gonna go up here until we find the X stage, which can take a minute, but it's actually, I think, right here. Yes, perfect. The X one. Once you're here, aim like this and jump. And now you are in a loaded Vancouver. Or unloaded, as I should say. Sorry. There's a whole lot of like invisible walls, which is very weird. Like here's one. But like because it's such an unloaded area, it's not super hard to like bypass them. One thing of note, like that's noteworthy. Sorry, I'm stumbling my words, man. I'm so tired. One thing that's noteworthy is that those ramps right there, like they actually like work. Like straight up like ramps do. I was not expecting that. They don't even look like fucking ramps. If anything, they look like kickers. The only glitch I know of in Moscow is just like a free cam glitch. Just activate your free cam and we're going to go over to this road here. Okay, yep. And in this spot here, like this weird octagon spot, if you warp, you can actually stand on it and skate. Wonder if they'd ever catch you here in King of the Hill. Man, I ain't even gonna hold you. This glitch dumb as fuck, man. It's hardly even a glitch. But essentially, what we're gonna do is just wall ride over that fucking little ceiling beam, bro. God. Yeah, sorry. It's nothing crazy on this map that I know of. But, yeah. This glitch is also fucking stupid, man. We're just gonna go over here. We're gonna grind this. Yeah. And we're gonna jump on here. Now, I mean, nothing looks crazy about this, but the thing is when you go on your board, it's a wall apparently programmed for a fucking wall ride. So if you get it just right, you can fucking wall ride this thing, man. I'm not that great at it, so I mean I can try. There, yeah, just like that. Oh my god. yeah. Let me see if I can get a better one. It's such a small window of like wall, so Can't really blame me if I can't get it, but yeah, I didn't get it there. Oh yeah, I forgot I can't get one. Hey! Only glitch I know in this map is just solely a free cam glitch. Just go in your free cam mode. And all we're going to do is go outside of the map, literally anywhere, and just warp. Turns out all of this is skatable. There's a whole section. See, most of the time whenever you do this to any other map, you're throwing in like this invisible plane. I'm sure you already know. But when it comes to this map, for some reason, you're not. It's literally like the only map in the whole game that's like this, if I understand correctly. This is a classic glitch, especially if you're playing something dumb like King of the Hill. So here's the finish line, right? And if you just go here and just walk across it, you're now behind the finish line, which is just so silly. And what's even better though is that these, they grind. That's so cool. That's cool as fuck. You're going to want to be on this top section of Downhill Jam for this one. And we're going to make it to this girl logo. And of course, we're just going to grab, in case you haven't noticed the pattern yet, it's usually any slant that's near, above, or close to a ramp. We're going to go all the way to the left, drop down, and what do you know? Now the thing is that you actually can't. You can get out of here, like you can get off this top layer and go all the way down, but I don't think you're going to find a fucking acid drop. Yeah, I don't think you're going to find an acid drop, bro. I think it's strictly a shimmy glitch. Now that I think about it, oh, shit. Oh, you don't want to go this way down because that just goes into the fucking water. It's such a prank. But anyways, yeah. And now I'm thinking about it, I don't think you can turn this into a shimmy acid drop. I think it's strictly a shimmy only. Ah! You can definitely get down here, man, if you just practice it. I'm clearly a dumbass, not good enough, but I gotta move on to the next glitch. This glitch on Burnside is very cool. So all we're gonna do is go all the way over here, where this Etnies sign is. We're gonna jump. That's it. You see by the controller overlay, that's all we do. Oh, but then it gets better. We're gonna get on our board. What the fuck, bro? Oh, man, you gotta love that. That's insanity, man. Come on. All right, so what's going on is that when you jump here, it's... Well, I'm not about to explain like I know the fucking physics of the joke or glitch, but I do know that the longer you stay here, the more crazy shit's gonna go when you get back on your board. And unfortunately, if you stay there for too long, the crazy kind of cancels out because there's ceilings and stuff you're going to hit. 2 to 3 seconds, maybe 4, is about as long as you want to stay here. So like 1, 2, 3, bam! Something like that, yeah, you see? Stay up in the air and stuff. It's a float boost. It's super cool, man. You can just make it a short one like that. Or if you hold it, like I said, it'll be like a ginormous one. So it's whatever you'd like to do. This other glitch I got for you, it's pretty dumb. But all we're going to do is corner flip this fence. We're going to corner flip the fence, not the invisible wall. So line up your camera so it's a little bit more in favor of the fence. This might take me a minute too, because it's not like a very good corner flip. Yay! Sorry, a little cringe, but anyways, we made it, and there's really not much to do here because unfortunately, once you get to the edge of the ledge, it just kind of pushes you back. You can't go this way either; it pushes you back. You can't go this way; it pushes you back. There's really not much to do, but if you're playing like King of the Hill or something, I guess you'd go all the way over here and piss everybody off. So that's cool. The only glitch I know of in this map involves this room. It's getting through to the fans on the other side. So all you have to do is just a classic corner flip. It's either this one. Yeah, okay. I think you can do it on either side. But you're going to want to fall through this wall, not this one. So you just want to angle the camera in a certain way. Yeah, it favors that wall instead of the other one. Let's fucking go. It looks like you're standing on nothing, but as you can see, if you brighten up your screen like almost all the way, and sorry if you are in dark mode or whatever, but there's actually like a wall here. But the more impressive thing is these goddamn fans. And yeah, you can stand on the fucking blade. I forgot about standing on the blade, man. I forgot about standing on the blade. That's cool. First, you're going to need this room unlocked, and then once you go into it, you're going to want to go to this ramp right here, and we're just going to want to grab it and go to the left or to the right. Eventually, it's going to stop you, and we're just going to want to go all the way down. Yay, we are shimmying. Unfortunately, there's nothing you can really do with this. See, sometimes with like shimmy glitches, you can turn them into acid drop glitches, and it's a lot of fun, like acid drop warps. However, you really can't like access a pipe that easy, and you really can't escape this section. So it kind of just is what it is, but yeah, I mean, kind of cool regardless. For this glitch in Philly, what we're going to need to do is get ourselves to the big lip bowl. I think that's what it's called. This thing right over here. Okay. What we're just going to do is just grab it. No, not acid drop. There we go. And you either go to the left or to the right. It doesn't matter which one. Just drop down. Hey, and now we're in that shimmy glitch. The thing is that we're around so many of these pipes that we absolutely could turn this into an acid drop glitch. So check us out. We go over here. Yeah, okay, that's what I'm talking about. All right, cool. Perfect. All right, I'll go like right here. Press the acid drop button. And then I don't want to bore you, but I'm going to go all the way to the other side of the map. I decided against it in spite of things maybe not working, but... Oh man, dude, those never cease to amaze me, man. It's such simple pleasures, you know what I mean? Such simple pleasures. Once you're here, we're just gonna pretty much just jump into that like boiler. Just set your start in case anything goes wrong. You can use like air shuffles and stuff. The easiest way I have is just grinding this. I'm just doing 2 air shuffles. And now you're on the boiler that you're not supposed to be on. There's like a weird bucket in the background, which is very absurd. You can do the invisible wall climb. But yeah, it's pretty much that. It's probably an interesting move to whip out during King of the Hill, but that's about it. Alright, near the lava pit, there's this beam that goes all the way up into that window area. There's a couple ways to get to this window area. You can boneless up there like that. You could probably just wall ride right here. There's probably, like I said, like a couple ways to get there. But whichever way you find like the easiest for you. Anyways, once we're here, just keep jumping a bunch till we get to the beam. Yeah, cool. And now you can just walk a little bit further. There's really not much to it. But yeah. And what's like interesting is that you could, in theory, just get here naturally from being on this beam. And there's nothing stopping you from getting in this weird glitch area. I mean, there's no like flags or invisible walls. If you go all the way up to this waterfall, you can actually like climb it. There is nothing stopping you from just climbing this waterfall. Now be careful though, because if you touch these sides of the mountain, it's Jover. So you're going to want to just be very careful with it. And just make sure you're only hitting the ice part of the waterfall. It's easy at first, and then it can get a little bit tricky around this area, but trust me, you can get it. You can also climb it in regular Thug 2. This is not just a Thug Pro exclusive glitch. In fact, like a lot of these aren't. And so yeah, you're up here. There's really not much to do when you're here. I mean, you can take a really cool picture. Once again, though, if you touch the sides of these mountains, either this one or that one, it's Jover. But yeah, very weird, right? Like weird transparency under my feet and stuff like that. Pretty cool. find, yeah, this crack in particular, and just like slowly walk towards it, and now you can just walk, even skate in the water. It's not like the one in Fun Park where if you touch any obstacles, you're done. As you see, you could touch as many obstacles as needed and you're fine. I wouldn't jump, but you can get off and on board, which is pretty funny. Oh, you can jump. Just be careful where you jump. Otherwise, that'll happen. Basically, you want your skater to fall around this area, but you don't want him to fall in the ice section. This is considered solid. So if you jump and he lands here, it's done. Nothing's going to happen. So it'll look something like this if done right. It'll bounce you back, or you can get off your board in the middle of that. And now you're on this bottom layer of Canada. There are some sections of it that are labeled as water. So if you go this way, right where this corner starts, like anything past this angle is considered water. So if you did want to get back up and not have to like do the invisible jump, because that could take like a minute, you could literally just jump and it'll set you right back. Another way to get that glitch done is if you just go all the way over to this ramp. Like here's where that glitch section is. If you just go over here, grab this, and go all the way down until the game doesn't let you anymore, as you see on my controller, just press down. Arguably a much easier way to get there. A little less like impressive because you can't like as easily pull it off mid-combo, but it gets you in the exact same spot, so who cares? And once again, this section here, like after this corner, is considered water. So you just want to go over to this section of the map. Yeah, with this like tree bark area. And what we're going to want to do is do the on-off board method, which is pretty much just going up a ramp. And instead of ollieing off the ramp, we're going to hold in ollie, get off our board and hold it up. So it'll look something like this. Oops, did it a little too late. Yeah, perfect. So this section of hell, or whatever you want to call it, is pretty cool. You have the water here, obviously you can fall into, and then yeah, over here you have a whole other plane you can just fall onto. So there's like 2 sections, which is a little bit more interactive than some of the other sections, like the first 2 layers. The thing is that these poles can be kind of like trap you. I set my restart and go into one of them. It's kind of jover, but you can get out of them. But yeah. In Canada, you can hop the trees in the background. It's fairly simple to get there. You can do it with like a lot of air shuffles for Thug Pro, but you can also do it natively in Thug 2. Doing something like a boneless it can get you on this tree. If you're real slick, you could probably manage to get to that one. I don't know how slick I am though, so I'm probably just gonna have to air shuffle there. Yeah, but it is possible to pretty much get on all of the trees. Those ones that have no branches have really weird properties. Here, let me get to one real quick. Yeah, look at that. So you can see like through the floorboard, if you remember like what hell looked like or whatever you want to call it. It's that, but it's just so weird. Just go into this bowl right here, grab this rail, go all the way down to, or left till the game doesn't let you anymore, and then drop down. There you go. Always looks silly. Sometimes you could do more with this type of glitch, but in this event, you're kind of just stuck in the bowl. If you try to get out, it'll stop this animation glitch. Like, it looks something like this. So just pretty much all of these out of bounds walls you can just jump over. So like and now we're in the out of bounds section. There's really not much to it. Whee! Yeah, it's pretty cool because you can do it in all types of sections of the map. Oh, and by the way, through that glitch you can like explore all the way like back here. You can also get back here through like an air shuffle and get to the same like section of the map that I was just at. because this glitch is like so everywhere else, I just wanted to show it off in other places. You can get this one mid-combo, and I get it sometimes. It's with this wall ride right here. Yeah! That's fun. And what we're going to do is just boneless off, fly out, and just do a fuck ton of air shuffles. Should be fine here. I'd go ahead and set a restart again because this area is weird. There is another out of bounds ticker. But what you're going to want to do is just go over here and jump into the mist. Yeah, there we go. It looks so damn silly, man. There's nothing I can do. Like, if you see, I can control, like, the camera, sure, but I can't get out of this. Head to the trailer parks. We're going to go to where the two fences meet. Yeah, like right here. And we're going to jump over this white fence. Now, the thing is that if you jump over it too much, you just get put in the out of bounds section, of course. But if you jump over it just right, this is what happens instead. And now you can travel all you want over here. I don't think I'd jump if I were you. Here, I can see if we can jump. Nah, don't jump. But you can definitely still explore a little bit. Where that graphic changes is going to be the out of bounds ticker again. So, you know, just stick with this like area that you're in. But yeah, relatively bigger area for Suburbia out of bounds, which is kind of cool. Head on over to this house. Technically, this is Bam's backyard, according to Thug 2 GBA. For some reason, Suburbia is in Tony Hawk's Underground 2 on the Game Boy Advance. Anyways, grab this. You already know we're going to go to the left or to the right, and we're going to drop. Perfect. Now we're in the shimmy glitch. If you want to turn it into an acid drop, the nearest pipe is right here. Just go ahead and do that. Press the acid drop button. You can go anywhere. Kobe. Oh, so close. But yeah, that's very fun. And this map has one. There's another shimmy glitch over in the haunted house section, but there's really nothing you can do with this because you can't really like leave this haunted house section by walking. And you're kind of just trapped. But hey, at least it's got two, I guess. We're going back to the beginning of the map for this one. We're going right here. And if you corner flip it, we're going through this wall, not this one, but this one, you can actually get underneath the map. Well, kind of. So once we're here, just fall. Hey, and now we're on this. If we push it up a little bit, check it out. We're on this weird balcony thing. Not a balcony, but you get my point. Anyways, yeah, once again, everything is just mirrored. There's no actual reflections of this map. It's just super weird, right? And you can actually stand on them. It's hard to get towards, but yes, you can actually stand on these things. This is very strange. Make your way to the helicopter area of the airport. Yeah, right here. Alright, and along this wall, if you just wall ride it, you can just get up here, which is pretty cool in and of itself, but it gets crazier. Boneless past this, and now you're on this wall, or roof. Jeez, can't speak. But check it out. And then, while you can't exit through those windows, you can actually exit through these windows. It's like the holy grail of airport glitches. Make your way to Terminal B. Oh, that's A. Okay, make your way to Terminal B. And then go up on this ramp. And we're just going to corner flip it. It actually doesn't matter which wall you go through. We are now outside of the airports. And what's cool is that if you use the invisible wall trick method, you can actually get on board of these planes. So here's one of the planes, which is very cool. And yes, nearly the whole thing has collision. Nearly the whole thing, not all of it. But yeah, how cool is that? You can actually get on the other plane over here. You have to just, like, it's kind of hard because, yeah, there's like a fuck ton of invisible walls, but you can just walk towards it like this. And, I don't know, get to, like, the nose, I'd say. Probably the easiest way to do this. And now you're on this plane. Now this one's a little less with collision. As you can clearly see. Like, something ain't right here. And we just have to corner flip this. The problem is that it's at like an angle, and it sucks. And I'm probably going to have to time lapse once I get this like corner flip, because it's so hard to get. There we go. Holy cow. Alright. Yeah, a little bit tricky. But once you're here, there actually is a little bit to explore. There's this whole like section here, which you can like challenge yourself to like manual the whole thing if you want. It's actually not extremely difficult. But manualing there and back, you're tripping. Anyways, there's also this section here, which is very interesting. If you notice, you're like standing on lights, and the palm trees are upside down. What they did to like create reflections is they just mirrored the level. There are no real reflections in this map. Like whenever you're like looking like under your feet in the airport, and like you can see the map reflecting, no, you're just seeing flipped assets. So yeah. Make your way to the bottom. Perfect. Alright. Find these things here, and then find the ramp to the left of it, okay? Now the thing is that if you try to grab it here, you're out of luck, bro. But if you grab it from this section, there you go. And then make your way over here and just drop, and once again, use in a shimmy. Very fun stuff. Not sure you can turn it into a acid drop. If you can, let me know. But I don't think you can. But you can explore the entire map this way. It's not like you're stuck like in Canada, like you're stuck in like a bowl. So that's cool. This is probably the most interesting Skater Island glitch. Just head up to this pirate ship, and you'll see in the background there's this white ship. Yep, right there. We can actually stand on the water in front of it. It's just really hard to get to because of all the air shuffles. So I'd recommend getting like speed, like going up a ramp first. Oh, that's gonna kill me. We can try going up like a ramp first, and then flying out and wishing for the best. There we go. That was super close. But anyways, we did make it. Like I said, it's extremely challenging just because of how narrow that is. But yeah, we're on the boat now, kind of. Or at least on the water of the boat. And you're relatively safe here. Yes, if you go past where the texture changes, you'll fall right into the water again. But you're relatively like safe here. There's not really too much to do, but you know. Make your way over to the cage here. And it's nothing special that we're doing. We're just corner flipping. But just make sure you go through the cage wall, not this wall. So just line your camera up in a way that favors that wall. And just go for it. Might take me like a few tries or not. Anyways, cool. Once we're in the cage, there actually is an invisible wall on this side, which is very strange. But interestingly enough, if we climb it, we can stand on the second section. And how about them apples? This next one's pretty underwhelming, I'm not going to lie. Maybe there's more to it that I don't know about, but essentially, like you just saw it. Head up here, and this beam, for some reason, it just has the weirdest of properties. Like, it has no actual collision until you get to that section. So, like, here, no collision. Up here, collision, as you see. There's not much I can really do with it. I can't even, like, reverse, like, the fall animation or anything like that. So I don't know, just super weird, interesting things that I've found. An easy glitch is just getting to the Hollywood sign. Wall ride this building, jump, get off of it, and grab this. And that's it. I really don't know why that was there if not to be exploited. Like, why. But, okay. At the Fun Time liquor store, we just go up here and go into the corner. Just flip trick in there, you know, classic corner flip. And now you're out of bounds. You're actually in like one of the biggest out of bounds, believe it or not, in the entire game. There's like a lot to explore on this one. There's this whole section over here. There's that building you can get stuck in. There's this random parking lot. Yeah, there's a lot. You can even get behind the loaded graphics. Yeah, these poorly built graphics. Like, look. And there we are. So there's like a lot to explore back here. Head to the car wash. This Carnitas, Burros, Jimmy's area. Might take me a minute to get it, but essentially what we're going to do is grab this, and at the right time, just press A. As you just saw, you go right through it. There really ain't much to it. I'll do it one more time. Just watch the controller overlay when I do it. Gee Louise. Make your way over to the fountain and angle your character so he's kind of like this on his board. Like he's at a slant. What you're going to want to do is jump and grab, purposely bail it, and then whenever you bail it, press the grind button. Yes, perfect, perfect. Okay, it usually goes a little differently animation-wise, but hey, it worked. And what's cool is that like the ramps, or this section down here acts as like ramps. Like, that's awesome. Hey. We can climb this red building, and we can do it without any tech as well. Of course, you can just boost plant your way up to the top, but if you're not like good with boost plants or you just don't like care for tech, maybe want to try it in Thug 2 itself, there is a way to do it. So just get up here, and it might take a minute though, just because it is a little bit tricky. But you see the vision. We're getting there. Yes, there it was. Hey, not bad, not bad. It's obviously a lot easier with like tech and stuff, but I just wanted to show off that it is easy or possible to get here without any tech. Make your way to like the very colorful area of the map. Yeah, this section. Alright, what we're going to want to do is get to this purple section, this little ramp, grab this wire. Nope. Grab the wire and go all the way down. Yep, perfect. And then just drop down. What do you know? If you want to turn it into an acid drop, this is probably the nearest quarter pipe, of course. You can go there. I'm going to go across the other map. I'll speed it up. Alright, bombs away. Oh my god, I love that shit so fucking much, man. Fuck. Go to where the sign is. As you can see, there's like a sign, like a freeway sign right there. Oh my god. Yes, the freeway sign. Okay. Just jump and stall. So it looks something like this. Oh man. There's just like, what the fuck? Yup. I don't know what this is. I thought it was the sign, but the sign's right there. So I have no idea. It's just a floating rail node. Okay. It's these cars. And this is in Thug 2 as well. They just have no collision. No collision whatsoever. You can still skitch them. Okay. You can still skitch them. But they just have, like, no collision whatsoever. It's just these green ones. Just the green ones. That was weird. There's a glitch involving the bullet train. So just make your way over to the bullet train section of the map. Oh, by the way, it's only in, like, free skate, I'm pretty sure. But okay. Here's the thing. If you go right here, and you wait for these bullet trains, and you jump in front of one... What the fuck? Oh my god! Another weird glitch involved in the tracks is that once you get on here, like, you can just walk on here. So how this one works is climb this however you need to, and then just stand here. Once you're here, the glitch works. For some reason, like this balcony or whatever you want to call it, it just activates it. Now you can just do you want. Now, unfortunately, I don't think you can go too far. Yeah. But just because there's an out-of-bounds ticker there doesn't mean that this isn't out of bounds. You try to jump, and that's what happens. You're definitely in an area you're not supposed to be in up here. Can't even get on your board. Make your way to the train tracks, but instead of climbing them, we're just going to grab this thing, go all the way till the game doesn't let you anymore, and then drop down. Yes, perfect. Okay, there we go. I think you have to do it a little fast, but what the fuck is this, man? What is this? Like, okay. This is fucking weird, man. It does work on the other side of the ramp as well. But what the fuck? The only glitch I know in cruise ship actually involves this pool of water. So normally, pool of water, you can't swim in there. You can drain it. Like in online, it's completely drained already. And you can drain it in free skate. But you can also just walk in it without draining it. So just get on the slide and just like slowly walk into the water. And that's it. There ain't nothing to it. You can even jump. Just be careful and don't hold your A button. I think if you hold your A button, you jump a little bit higher. But yeah. Make your way over to this section of the map. And I don't know like oil rigs in real life, so I don't know what this section's called. But this one right here. The magic happens when you walk past this yellow line. Sometimes when you run past it, it doesn't happen. But if you walk it, it always happens. You just fall through it, man. It's that simple. And now normally, like, you can unlock this section like with like level options in this area. Like, see, it's open. But the fact that you can access this without any level options is pretty cool. But that does explain why there's like workable ramps and stuff right there. That boat out there, there's the boats in the background you can actually land on and skate on. There's another one in the background somewhere, but I'm just going to do it to this boat just for sake of brevity. What we're going to want to do is basically just air shuffle to it. So get like a good running speed from the grind and bombs away. Make sure you stay above a certain height though, because if you dip below a certain height, your game will auto bail you. But once you're here, there you go, perfect. Hey, look at that. And now you're on this out-of-bounds ship. Just be careful. The sides, I'm pretty sure, aren't coated at all with any collision, so you'll just fall right off of them. But, yeah, big old ship. This thing kind of acts as a little ramp. Going past this bridge. And no, it's this one. There's a NOT spin right here. I don't know why. Normally when you wall jump like here, you can't do anything. So you just keep going up and up and up and up. And then eventually, you just get to this heaven spot. Which is pretty cool. Didn't know college had one. What is this random road doing in the middle of this? What the fuck? With a fly-out boneless, we can actually break through to that arching wall behind the ramp. Just boneless. Make sure it flies out, and you're good. There is actually a little bit more than you expect to explore on this section. If you just shimmy your way, or not shimmy, but just like walk your way over here, do the invisible wall bounce everybody loves, you can get on this roof. If you're slick with it, because there's like an invisible wall here, but if you're like slick with it and willing to like break it, you can actually jump above the invisible wall here and get on this roof as well. with no issues. But I do not have the patience for that. So on to the next glitch. This glitch fucking sucks. It's single-handedly why I probably have this button overlay thing. Alright, set your restart. Well, not there, but essentially what we have to do is we have to grind the top of this roof and then sticker slap this invisible wall that prevents us from breaking through, as you see. But then when you do, you have to press down, so you, instead of getting launched out of it, you just fall through the invisible wall. It's really weird. And then you have to air shuffle to a safe spot because the land that you'll normally get to, it's just, it fucking sucks, dude. Jesus Christ. Anyways, it looks something like this, and I'm probably going to have to clip it, honestly, once I get it, because it's going to take a minute. Ah, well, that was a failed one. Hey, there we go. I'll take it. Alright. Jesus. But our journey is not over here. As you see, there's another fucking layer. First off, set your restart once you get here. In case you didn't know, if you just follow here, it's Jover. You're back down to the mainland. So, set your restart, and we gotta like air shuffle or butt slap in just a way where we can avoid this little gap and get to this floor here. So, yeah, fun. So, this is why this glitch is like the biggest pain in the ass, but hey, let's go. Perfect. Alright, cool. So, now you're on the third floor. I kind of don't even have any excitement anymore because low-key, even though I got it done in like a minute on the screen, that shit took like 25 fucking minutes to execute, bro. If you cannot get this glitch, don't worry about it. If you can get this glitch faster than I can, well, congratulations. But this shit sucked, man. Anyways, there is a little bit to explore, so it's not all for nothing. I wouldn't go down here, but you can go up here a little bit. I wouldn't go any further. It does look like if you were sleek with it. Nope, never mind. There's nothing up there at all. Okay, sounds good. Head to Pier 18 and get behind it. So like secret section or whatever. Anyways, what we're doing is we're aiming for the water. And once we're here, air shuffle until you see the water change. And now you can stand on it. Perfect. Head to the far left building. The glass. Go up here. Break the glass. Go in this corner. Corner flip. Perfect. And now we're in and out of bounds section. Simple as that. If you sketch a car in the free skate mode in this out of bounds section, shit goes crazy. But hold your sketch. Keep holding. Alright, let go. Now you're on the whole other out of bounds section on the map. Like, you're in this area now. Head to this warp right here. Get off your board. What we're going to do is scale the side of it. Perfect. Grab this. Go about here. Nope, about here. Drop down. Hey, let's go. Now you're in the shimmy shimmy yeah glitch, but you can turn into an acid drop pretty easy. I just go to this pool just for sake of brevity. Press your acid drop button. You can go anywhere on the map. I'll just go back up here just for, like I said, just to show the point pretty quickly. And then jump and get on your board. God damn! There's Superman up in this bitch. Alright. Alright, in this dock section of the map, head to this warp, go up this mountain, and do one of those like wall jump air shuffles, and just don't press anything, and you'll just fall right through it. You can press A or whatever you need to do to maneuver a little bit, but hey, let's go. There's not much to do here, but it is an out of bounds, and it is a glitch, so. Only glitch I know for this map is the Trafalgar ramps. Sorry, I don't know how the fuck to say it, but basically go into your level options and there's these this and turn it on. Essentially, it just creates these 2 quarter pipes here, and there's supposed to be a third one here. I'm pretty sure, just because you know, like you can acid drop into these, and for some reason when you turn these on, if you stand right here, you can just acid drop into nothing. It looks absolutely fucking bonkers. It implies to me that since it's like the same height as the other ramps, there was probably one meant to be put here. They just didn't. It probably makes sense because how the fuck would you get to it? But yeah. Head into the aquarium, and once we're in here, right here, we can actually skate inside this large body of water. Hit this grind. Once you're like halfway here, jump and get off your board. It is as simple as that. There's a lot of invisible walls and not a lot of collision, but it's still pretty cool. Bruh. Head to this middle section of the map. You're gonna grab this rail and this ramp and go all the way down. Well, to the left. Until the game doesn't let you anymore, and then just drop down. Perfect. I can't believe this map has a shimmy. That's so cool. And the thing about these shimmies is that you can turn them into acid drops if you go towards like a ramp, like one of these, and press the acid drop button. And the best part is, if you don't get too close to the fence, you can keep acid drop. Like, it doesn't, like, watch. It still works. It still works even though there's a fence. Isn't that fucking tits? That's pretty cool. Probably the most popular glitch of Zoo involves going upside down with this little loop-de-loop area. So get here, go up it, and just get off your board. It is that simple. I'll do it again just because of how quick that was. Alright. Go up this, get off your board. What? That's not supposed to happen. Go up this, get off your board, and there you go. Alright. Now you have all this to explore. Now, it might seem like you're stuck here, but as you just saw in that pipes, a lot of people think they're stuck in the pipes, but as you just saw, you can actually get out. Just jump near where this sign is. It might seem like a couple leaps of faith, but you can actually break free and explore the entire rest of the map. Very cool. Bruh. Normally, the building in front of me is an out-of-bounds section if you get on top of it, like, see what I'm saying? However, if we get to this rock, get on top of it, and then if we just boneless from this rock over to here, we're safe. And we're still in out-of-bounds territory. What are they going to do about it? Head to the Squawk This Way section of the map, this exhibit. We'll go up here, and we're going to climb this cage. Hey, go figure. It's another broken cage in Tony Hawk. Oh, come on, man. Alright. Alright, cool. Here's the thing. If we keep walking, it pretty much just becomes, well, you just go through it. So if you stay down here, you're fine. If you go up here, you're not. But hey, doing these makes for a cool acid drop. Anyways, you can scale this section of it pretty much, but it all becomes invisible wall, like air bounces and stuff, so it does, like, cap around here. Oh, and any of the top part of this cage is just immediately, like, yeah, none of it works. What the fuck, bro? What are the chances of that? Bruh. Head to the monkey section of the map. Before we get there, there's usually a vendor right here. If you just keep pressing up like this, you'll eventually just grab this ledge. And, like, I don't know what you want, man. If we press down, we're just gonna be soft locked. Like, nothing we can do, man. Nothing we can do at all. Once we're in that little monkey cage section of the map, go inside. And you can corner flip these, but a much more faster, interesting, and just like in the middle of a, like you can do this in the middle of a combo easy, is just by wall jumping twice. And now you're here. Like I said, you can do it in the middle of a combo if you're fast enough with it. Which is cool. Wow, that is a dog shit font. God damn. Anyways, but if you notice, this section is an unused area. Just wanted to point this out. There's like an unused tire swing thing, it looks like. Yeah, pretty interesting. Like, the fuck? Falling into this little like chimney shack window thing, because you have to do a bail clip again. Notice how there's like this small little window of like invisible wall in between me and that. I'm not exactly touching it. Yeah, you gotta like fall somehow in that like window. When you do, this building thing renders as like no collision, so it's probably gonna take me a long time to get it, but I'll clip it once I do. Hey, there we go. Okay, okay. Did not take nearly as long as I thought. Anyways, yeah, now you're in this little, like, well, I guess it's called the Eats Depot, sponsored by Racy 105.3. But anyways, yeah, now you're in here with the floating. Why are they floating? What? Anyways. I mean, I guess you don't normally see in here. I mean, you can actually see them floating from here. What? Whatever. Gee Louise. Once we're here, you'll want to try to lip trick the ramp itself, not the rail. Like normally, and it can be tricky because normally the player wants to just naturally, like, lip trick the rail. But if you do it a lot faster, you can actually just lip trick the ramp. Fall backwards, and now you're inside of the ramp. There's not too much to explore once you're here, but it is cool nonetheless. And like I always say, I wonder if you did this on King of the Hill, if they could find you. I gotta head to this section. Alright, once I'm here, this ramp has some interesting properties. It doesn't have the lip trick thing, but if you go up it and get off your board without ollieing, you can just go through the ramp. Looks something like that. Oh man. Once again, not too much to explore here, but just interesting that like Chicago's like low-key full of ramps like this that you can just like fall through. Like, where is another one? Right here, actually. This type of ramp, if you see like these types of ramps that are like taller and have this weird design on them, because there's a couple ramps that have the same design that are shorter, but if you see the taller ones, you can definitely go through them as well doing the same method. This looks so absurd. Alright, near the train tracks, near these escalators, get off your board, and right here, there's like this little window that they just never coded it with an out-of-bounds section, so it's a free out-of-bounds. Like, okay. Not much to do here, though. You can get stuck. That's cool. I can't believe I have glitches on practice before I have glitches on shipyard. Nevertheless, head to this corner right here, and we're basically going to just corner flip it. It can be a little tricky because, like you just saw, sometimes your character can land on like this wooden area, but just nevertheless, just corner flip, and you'll break through. Interestingly enough, because some of these like assets, like this building for example, is just like reused from San Francisco, the ramps work, which is very interesting. I did not expect that. To get on that hotel, it's actually a little bit of a convoluted setup. We got to grind this rail, which is a little bit of an anti-grav rail. The more you go uphill, the more it gives you speed for whatever reason. Spine transfer this spine and then boneless off that wooden board into the pool, which will get you onto the roof. It looks something like this. Okay, boneless, yeah, boneless, yeah, boom, boom, perfect. All right, cool. You can do it without any tech, as you just saw. You can add like butt slaps, air shuffles, or anything like that to make it a little bit easier, but as you just saw, it isn't required. Now, I'm pretty sure if you go this way, you're pretty much just screwed. As you see, yeah, nothing really happens. You can try it again, and you just kind of get thrown back. But you can explore this way. I'm going to set my restart in case anything happens. I would just hug this section as much as possible. There is this random weird wall that unfortunately you're going to get hit with. But there is a way around it. It's fucking weird. Sometimes hard, sometimes not. But if you can get yourself, smushed like this, and potentially do like a boneless or any move that'll push you a little bit forward, you can, in theory, get past it. Just like that. Perfect. Okay. Set your restart here because, man, it can be rough if you accidentally go over here and then try to go back. Wait, what? Yeah, if you go over here and then try to go back, it's Jover, bro. So, set your restart. Now you have this full access over here. You don't have to worry about anything. You just keep jumping over these roofs. Beverly Hills ones is pretty cool. You can check it out. It's pretty... Whoa, why the fuck's the camera like that? Anyways. Okay. So... we'll just keep jumping, boom. And then unfortunately, this is like the end of the line, Buster. But yeah, we pretty much just scaled like just a couple of fucking buildings right there. It's like just from one glitch. It's pretty fucking cool. And then of course, what do you know? Another one of these things. But you can get past it, I'm pretty sure. Oh, nope, you cannot. Well, that was fun. There's another roof hop glitch in Hollywood. I'm sorry for the setup. This is where it is. If you know a better setup, let me know. And the reason why I'm apologizing because even though it's a corner flip, which is whatever, you only have this much space to work with. So not only is it already challenging to begin with, but there's actually an extra layer to it. So yes, we did it, and that's great, and I'll set our restart. But the thing is that if you accidentally go a little too far, the only fucking section of out of bounds in the entire map, right there, the entire map that I know of. So anyways, once you get to here, you're going to want to try to just bounce a bunch off of those, just like this. You'll get to the top of this roof, and perfect. You can actually like skate up here and stuff. I think you can get to this one as well. Yeah, perfect. And you're not really supposed to as well. Actually, this is deadass how I found out there's a fucking baseball field in this map. I had no idea. Like, what the fuck? Oh, I'm sorry. A football field. Anyways, we're gonna get back up here. Yeah, buddy. And we're gonna basically do the same thing. Just to keep invisible jumping because there's like this invisible wall here. But keep doing your thing until there's no longer an invisible wall. I'd say about here. Yeah, perfect. You probably do it a lot sooner than what I just did. But anyways, once you're here, fucking... There we go. Perfect. We just keep roof hopping, man. There's just so many roofs to be hopped. Ah! That's pretty cool. This glitch is pretty simple. Just navigate to the Hollywood sign, like right there, and you should see this fence and this rock on the right. Okay. Or I guess on the left if you're, depending on how you're facing. Anyways, you can corner flip this if you want, or you can just do like a wall jump like that, how I did in the controller overlay. For some reason, you can just walk on this, which is very obscure because normally you're not supposed to be able to walk back here. In fact, you can actually see this line right here in the graphics change, and as soon as I touch on that, boom, out of bounds. But this is already an out of bounds section. For proof is that I can walk towards the fence and just go right through it, but when I try to go the other way, no bueno. You can corner flip this section and get through the garage. It's fully coated and everything. I mean, you can't grind, but there's actually a garage waiting for you. See, in most glitches, there's really nothing waiting for you outside of like what the eye already saw, but dude, nah, there's They have the whole garage. So the problem is that whenever you try to corner flip, it pushes you back, as you see, almost every time. So you can get in a stationary one, but this is going to be one where you're going to want to slowly like go into one, almost like that. Hey, there we go. All right. Like I said, hey, those ones are tricky. It's a downhill one. It's not really in your favor. But look, there's like a whole ass garage down here with like weird reflective text here too. Super cool. I mean, it's just ripped from American Wasteland. But most loading zones in Thug Pro are completely scrapped. So it's cool that this one still existed. Normally, this bougie section is considered out of bounds. You can never really go back there no matter what you really do, except for a corner flip. Now, if you corner flip on this section here, make sure again you're going through this wall, not this wall. Actually, I don't really know if it really matters, but you're going to aim for this wall. Hey, perfect. It's that easy. Come on, man. It's that easy. Hey, look at that penthouse. Not so rich all of a sudden. Actually, it's pretty low poly. The shimmy glitch of Beverly Hills is right here. Grab this section, go all the way down, drop down, hey, and check it out. There's already an acid droppable ramp. We're going to go ahead and acid drop right there. Boom. All right, perfect. And we're just going to go till our heart's desire. Got him. Oh my god, what the fuck? Love those things, man. They just bring so much joy. There's a broken Nadas on this map. Right here. Right at this section of the sidewalk, right at the intersection where all four corners meet. This glitch has messed up a couple of prov runs, I guarantee it. Okay, so it involves this warp. Normally when you go through it, this is what happens. It just sends you to the top of the roof, whatever. But if you jump through it, for some reason, sometimes you'll just fall right through the warp. And it's crazy. I mean, you can walk out sometimes, but other times you get like stuck behind like invisible walls and stuff, and it gets stuck and shit. It just gets rough. But luckily, I think we can just walk out. Alright, this glitch involves free skate only, but essentially we're going to air shuffle over here. You could probably make it without air shuffles low key. But once we're here, we're going to just navigate all the way to the edge of this roof. Yeah, do it like that. You probably have seen this one. It's not like the most unheard of glitch, but make sure you get onto this type of grass and just like go straight. And you'll fall right through the fucking, right to the shop. Which is pretty cool. I ain't even gonna lie. This is weird, like, invisible walls you can go past, and I guess there's a changing room. This is my shop now, bitches. Hey, yo, look at all those backpacks, man. You could buy all these backpacks. Hey, let's get a closer look at the backpacks. You know what? Actually, let's just go ahead and move on to the next glitch. This glitch, there's a couple of methods to it. There's a no-tech method. There's butt slaps. There's boost plants. The no-tech method looks something similar to this. So this would be like what you do. And next thing you know, you're in a fucking building, man, and half the level is broken now. Jesus Christ. You're going to want to find this Tao Zhang building. Make sure you have this side of it. What you're going to want to do is just do a stall grind on this. And whenever you fall, like you're going to jump off of it. Whenever you do, for some reason, you're going to fall in the building. Get off your board and aim towards whatever the building is towards you. So like for me, it'd be to the left. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So a stall grind. Oh, it's going to be to the right now. So we jump. Hey, you see that? That was crazy. And once again, the map is all kinds of fucked up. This isn't a very useful glitch, but it does look cool. I would just corner flip this section. And now you're in the piercing store. Funny. This is a cool glitch. It actually can get you down into this section of the map. And how do we do that? We jump? No! What we actually got to do... I'll just set a restart just in case, but what we're essentially doing is literally just bonusing over to that section of the map. And you're not normally supposed to be here. There's proof by you can just go through these buildings. I would hug, though, like as close as you can to like this section. And then when you're ready, just fall through. Oh, okay. That wasn't part of the plan. Anyways, alright. Once we're here, I'm going to try that again. Sorry. Boost plants are a little powerful, I guess. I don't fucking know. This building here, this thing, it has a knotted spin. It's invisible, but it's like floating above it. Get to the center of it, and yeah, actually, as you see, there's like this weird thing that I'm getting stuck on. Normally, you have trouble like jumping at any time, but as you just saw, like there's this weird object that's like fucking you up. So how do you normally jump if there's a knotted spin? Just get on your board. For some reason, you can just jump just fine. Get in the center of it. Hey, what am I fucking not a spinning, bro? Normally you can't get in this thing because, well, there's like an invisible wall there, but you actually can get in there. It just involves doing a wall plant off of a grind. For some reason, you can wall plant it normally and it just won't do anything. Or sticker slap, whatever. Yeah, see, it doesn't really do anything. But if you do a grind and then wall plant it, hey, you're now stuck in here. You're actually not stuck at all. You can just leave whenever you want. But how about them apples? You can actually get up here in the plateau. All right, so check this out. You got to get up on this section of East LA. It's where all the billboards are. But once you're here, I'm just going to go into observe mode to show you. It is not a free cam glitch, but I just wanted to show you something. Do you see how on this section of the roof, there's like a whole graphic change? Like you can see the line change right there. And if we go over here, the line changes again. Like, what's going on with this weird ass graphic? Well, interestingly enough, this section, for some reason, like if you just normally try to go up here, you just can't. For some reason, that section allows you to get up on the fucking roof without any issues whatsoever. Like I didn't do anything crazy. Like this normally allows you to get up here, and because the road's right there, it just falls right down. You're on the fucking roof, bro. You're on the fucking road, bro. How could I be at East LA and not talk about the anti-THPS dollar? The dollar literally staring at us from the window. You can actually get to that. So interestingly enough, if you were to check out this wall right here, these two walls do not meet. And normally it's not really like an issue, but because of that, you can actually take advantage of that with a wall ride exploit. What the fuck? It's true. What I just did, you don't want to have happen to you. We're going to go ahead and try it again. Alright. Then we're going to push ourselves a little bit this way. Yeah. It's a little slim pickings, as you see, but we can make it. Alright. Once you're at this fat little triangle, just, well, actually, first, you can continue to, like, hop roofs and stuff if you go that way. Which I guess I could show off, too. But mainly, the main attraction is the anti-tips dollar. What the fuck is this? God damn. And it's for $20. It's impossible to read, but that's what it says. And if you go through it, plus 1337 points. Epic leap moment. Anyways, though, it's the big 2025. I'm not sure if kids who are like 15 are really going to understand that reference. With that being said, if we go back here, though, and instead of going there, we go to this triangle and jump up. And we just keep doing the jumpies game. Yeah, big jumps. You can be on this roof. And from here, you can actually, jump to the, jump here. And now you're on the highway. It's actually right here in this, like, backyard area, or whatever you want to call it. But just grab this ramp, go all the way down to where it won't let you anymore. Drop down. There you go. You're in the shimmy glitch. we're going to go to any like acid droppable ramp, but one's right here for our convenience sake. Yeah, buddy. Oh, I love those acid drop warps so much. The Yummy Garage Glitch, or Yumi Garage Glitch. Just pick one of these corners and corner flip it. Make sure you go through the garage, not this section. It probably doesn't matter, actually, but, you know, that's what you're going to want to do is, yeah, go through that. Perfect. Now you're in a storage shed. I mean, there's really not much to it. Now, if you are to corner flip this section, you can actually get to the train tracks. And now we're on this side of the train tracks. This is a pretty well-known glitch too, but check this out. So if you go into your host options, and you go into your level options, you can turn on this limo, right? And all of a sudden there's a little bit of a limo. Hey, little limo. It doesn't serve any goddamn purpose other than to have a ramp to go over the limo. But the thing is that you can grind this limo and remember where I'm stalling this boy right here, okay? We're actually going to get off and we're actually going to disable the limo, okay? And then if I jump and stall again, I'm still stalling. I'm still grinding the limo. The rail nodes actually don't ever go away, so you can actually work this into combos, and it looks pretty silly. Start by going to the hidden section of the map. Well, I mean, it's not really like hidden, but I don't know, I'm not really using it. Boneless. What the fuck was that? Boneless. Yeah, get up here. What we're going to want to do is we're going to want to corner flip this section. Yep, perfect. And you're going to want to go through the invisible wall, not that wall. As you see, nothing's there. Anyways, what the fuck is the point of this building, right? There's like this weird ass building that's like, it just like you can't access this building outside of this glitch. Like, what's the point of this building? Like, what purpose is it serving? Anyway, so you can do that like weird glitch where you just like, you know, bounce off the invisible wall. Go like this. You can kind of like roof hop a little bit. And surprisingly, these actually have like, you can actually stand on these. And you actually can get to that roof. You just got to be a little bit sleek with it. There's this eensy bit of space. There you go. Now you're in the clear. But yeah, don't know if you've ever seen this billboard from this side. This one's arguably pretty stupid. But if you just sticker slap this auto glass thing a couple times, I think you can do it to that one as well. This board here. So go ahead and do a sticker slap there. I'm going to do like one more here. Now, if you go over them like this, they actually fall. And we'll go ahead and do the other one. Oh, does the other one not fall? Yeah, there it goes. Okay, perfect. But the thing is that the stickers, they stay in place. Sometimes even multiplying, as you see right there, that weird fucking effect. Look at that. That's so weird. Anyways, yeah, that's how that works. And yeah, they're floating over here as well. Alright, this glitch is kind of silly. It's pretty dumb. I mean, it's fun to whip out every once in a while. It's like with like your friends and stuff, but I wouldn't do this like assuming like, oh, look at how good I am. But if you go up to this shed and click your graffiti button, you get 10 gaps. But if you keep pressing it, as you see me doing, and a couple times, like, hey, that's good. And you can actually keep going. You're in the middle of a combo. But I'll go ahead and get on my board, do a couple of tricks. Look at that fucking multiplier, bro. What the fuck, bro? What? What the fuck, bro? This glitch involves free skate only. So once you're in free skate, just go into your observe mode. You can just activate it kind of like any time. Interestingly enough, if we go all the way to this end of the map, we go under it. Look at that. There's some shops that are just like appearing. You see that? What are those? If we go in them, it turns out they're fucking like, it's like a clothing shop. Like you cannot access this normally. Like even if you corner flip, you're just done. As you saw, there was a sky. Like there's nothing. Like this is fucking tits, dude. Unfortunately, it's not included whenever you go into like fucking online mode. But still, it is cool that like they have this. Like if you want to take like a silly ass picture of you, like, you know, how can I help you? Something like that. This is a free skate only glitch. It doesn't work on online for some reason. But normally, I guess in Thaw, this is like a teleport. If I had to guess, it's clearly not in Thug Pro, but actually it is. So just corner flip this, and you'll actually be able to get to the other section of this. Like once you do, what the hell? Did you see that? It was like some weird ass slow motion. I'm gonna have to do that again. Go ahead and corner flip this one. Hey, yeah, buddy. Why does this happen? Why did they cancel it? Why can I still access it? What? This glitch is neither interesting or overwhelming. It's pretty bland, but it's still a glitch nonetheless. You can get in past this fence. There's a couple ways to do it. I find one of the easiest is to probably butt slap off of this on there, but the no tech way is probably just a boneless. Just like that. Perfect. Once you're here, you can do all kinds of things. Whee! I was trying to be slick, but I'm not a very good player. You want to see the map tweak out? We're going to head over to this purple shack right here. We're going to go ahead and just corner flip this. And what's cool about this, actually, is it doesn't matter if the left or the right wall gets corner flipped. It'll take you to the same destination no matter what. Look at that. And this shit makes the map tweak out. I mean, what is going on? There's also these invisible walls, which is a little annoying. Do you see all those white water spots? You can actually pretty much walk on every single one of them. Alright, it's a little underwhelming how we have to get there. It is a bunch of air shuffling. But trust me, you can do a Jesus moment. You can walk on water. I mean, who's going to say no to being Jesus for a day? You know what I'm saying? Alright, there we go. Yep. And check it out. You can even see, like, the texture change. It doesn't even matter, bruh. We're so far out, it doesn't even matter, bruh. Head to this helicopter area of the oil rig. Here's what it looks like in the behind, so, you know. Look down. There's this cap that's not used at all. There's actually 2 glitches that I got on this cap. And one of them is just finding the sweet spot and just... yeah, it's just a sweet spot. Hang on, here we go. Oh. Hey! Alright, so in Thug 2, there was this weird glitch phenomenon where you could, like, set restart and then bail a grind. It would force you into whatever wall or anything you're doing. And then you bail a grind and you go to your restart before, like, your animation shoots you to the left to the right. And it still applies to this game. We just got to get an animation. So let's try... Yes! Yes! Perfect! Alright. And what's interesting about this glitch is that there's actually working grind nodes out of bounds. You, like, never fucking see that. Ever. And there's even crazier shit with this one. Alright? So let's go the other way and see what happens. That's not supposed to happen. Let's see what happens. What the fuck, bro? That's crazy. I just love how this, like, shit's, like, out of bounds. Now, I imagine a lot of this is Thought oriented, but just the fact that, like, it's still included in Thug Pro is fucking awesome. It's like a little treat for, like, glitch hunters or some shit, you know what I mean? This is a very easy glitch. Come towards the bull right here, and there's a warp right here, right? Normally it takes you there. But the thing about this warp is that if you just go to the left or to the right of it, you just go through the warp. Like, why? What we're basically going to be doing is, and it might take a minute, but you're basically going to brute force your way through the gate by this glitch. by cavemaning onto your board at just the right time and a good angle. Might take a minute, but hey, there you go. Hey, there you fucking go. And there's not really much you can do here, but you're in the jail cell, or whatever you want to call it, like the storage shed area. But hey, you're in this one, and you can jump. I think you can even do tricks. This glitch is pretty simple, but it does require to know how to do like a boost plant. You can either do the Tony 1, like Thug 1, or Tony 4, like THX 4 boost plant. Tony 1 and Tony 4 boost plant will be fine. I'll just do Tony 4 for the sake of brevity. But yeah, there's like no ceiling right there, and so you're able to access this section of the casino, which is amazing. And what's cool is that while there's more to explore that side, you can actually get to this red carpeted area. It looks like you can't, but there's this little sliver, as you probably have already seen, because you're not an idiot. Anyways, yeah, now we're on the red carpet, and that's pretty cool. I thought that was cool. Not too much on this map in terms of glitches that I know about, but I do know about this one. Shimmy glitches on Skate Ranch, there's actually a couple of them. Oh, here's one actually. Alright, cool. Yeah, I was trying to think of some other places, but yeah, while you're here, just shimmy all the way down to the right until you can't anymore, drop down, and what do you know? You're in a shimmy glitch. What's really cool is that there's a quarter pipe right here that we could acid drop. You know about the shimmy acid drop. There we go. We can go anywhere that our hearts desire. Why, I choose right here for sake of brevity. See ya! Second glitch I know on Skate Ranch, this section here, this little thing, a little masterpiece. Courthouse big spine. Go all the way down and just drop. Okay, Buster. Okay. But yeah. It's interesting. You can actually see like they added like just like a black shade on that side. It's not actually like a shading feature. Like they just Alright, head to the train and ollie above it. Now normally in this section here, if we jump, we're burnt to a crisp. But if we jump all the way in that corner, we're fine. We're completely fine. Like, what the fuck? And we can jump again. Like, what the fuck? I always want to jump on the dumpster, but, like, what? What? This plow truck is interesting. Normally, it's considered an out-of-bounds area, but if we do that trick where we get off our board at the right spot, we can go right through the plow truck. And there's like, you can explore the whole thing. Like, what the fuck? You can even get on top of it. There are no problems anymore. Hey, you're the owner now. You on the train now. Well, the tank, I guess. Sorry, my bad. It ain't even express. I don't even know where that came from. I'm tired. This wall right here, no matter where you wall ride it, is going to be a wall ride bounce. This can either fuck your combos or make them look really cool. Just like that. Very cool stuff. Here, let me try to get back there. Oh my god. That's why I use the word try. But yeah, guaranteed wall ride bounce. Like I said, sometimes it can make your combos, sometimes they'll just straight up break them. Alright, head over to this section with the big old warp, but we're actually going to corner flip right here. Alright. Those fucking sticker slaps, bro. I'm about to discontinue them, man. Anyways, alright, cool. Once you're down here, go all the way around here. Shaw. There we go. Okay. Now, yeah, what's cool about this, sorry about that little fucking blunder in the dead air, but whatever, blah, 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 blah. What's cool about this is you can climb this section if you want. Sure, whatever. But as you see, there's that teleport right there. So you want to just drop down. Oh man, hello teleport. Hello teleport. There's so much to explore with this glitch, man. It's super cool. Unfortunately, you can't jump to there, but you can get on there. It just takes a little bit of this way. Head to the train, ollie up, and you will see this little ledge here. Corner flip it. Make sure you try to go through the gray wall. This is a challenge, bro, because it's gonna shoot you some other directions and shit, bro. This shit's crazy, man. There, perfect. All right, cool. Now once you're here, you want to go all the way to this section and just jump up. Just jump, jump, jump. Cool. Perfect. Set your restart. Now, what you can do is you can get off here and explore this area. Normally in free skate, this area would be on fire. That's why it looks so weird and transparent. But I can stand on it. But the more important thing is that we can go over here, okay? Now, we can also get off on this area here if we want, which is great and all. And if we try to get back on, yeah, stay in school, blah, 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 blah. But, again, the greatest part is over here, okay? So this is another one of those wall ride floor things. That's not the glitch. You're going to want to do the big old invisible wall jump, and it's a big one, but you will see the graphics change on the building once you're actually getting to the top. Hey, alright. Where the fuck are we, bro? We're actually behind this, but it gets crazier, bro. So this one's a little bit hard to climb just because fucking, as you see all these like grooves and stuff, and I guess this can happen too. There we go, perfect. Okay, and then once we get up on here, bro, we're at the highest point of a fucking map. Period. Period. Like, that shit's fucking crazy, bro. One of the weirdest choices of Thug Pro was to remove the arcade from Santa Cruz. In case you didn't know, it's just not here. But, none to fear, they left the fucking teleport from the arcade. So, real quick, before we do this one, you have to have a setting on your game. So, like, whenever you're like typing, your character can still move. Like, hey, hello, I am typing, and my character is still moving. Normally, like, the game will just stop you like this, but this setting's required to like be turned on for this glitch. So, anyways, we're just gonna navigate over back to this beach, and what we're gonna do is just have this command ready, and we're just gonna use it as soon as we hear the sound effect for the out of bounds. Okay. We'll use go to. Hey, we did it! Alright, cool. Now we're in this section. I don't normally brag about set restart glitches because, like, if you can do them in one spot, you can do them literally everywhere, in any map, anywhere. So they're kind of like anticlimactic, but this one's a little interesting because once you're over here, there's a fucking teleport, bro. Like, you go through these doors and you teleport out of the arcade. What is the point? Why not just have the arcade, bro? Like, there was clearly already the nodes there for it. What? One of the coolest glitches of this map has to be the multiplayer booster glitch. Normally, this is how it is. And whenever you have a friend sitting on the booster and you go like this, that's all you have to do is just be on it. Maybe you jump. But now, once you're off of it, you just have infinite jumps. Dude, it's amazing. Well, I guess it's more like moon gravity jumps, but it's cool as hell, bro. Dude, try air shuffling once. You'll go to the fucking moon, bro. What the fuck, bro? Come on. That's props as fuck, man. Come on. Oh, man, that's cool. Alright, the next glitch is right here at what I thought said Shalloy Julios, but it's actually Shaky Jake's. So you're going to want to go to Shaky Jake's, and in this section, you see how these two walls don't meet? Yeah, normally that's not an issue, and it's not. It's not an issue whatsoever. You can't squeeze in there, you can't wall ride there, you can't do anything. But what you can do is you can corner flip. It doesn't matter which flip or which wall you go through. So, once you're here, all we're going to do is just, yeah, buddy, we're jumping roofs, and then fall. Now you're in this ginormous fucking out of bounds section of this map, bro. Like, fucking-normous. I tell ya. Alright, for these glitches, we're going to want to go through these orange doors, turn around. Alright, this booster is responsible for two really cool glitches. I'll show you the first one, the lesser of the two, I'd say, but it's the one that I first found out about. All you got to do is just face this way, hit a boneless, and there you go. You might not even need to hit a boneless, but hitting a boneless guarantees you to get there. Okay. Now, once you're here, and it's an invisible wall, go figure. And we're going to need to corner flip it. Now, the problem is that you don't want to corner flip through this, you want to corner flip through the invisible wall. So, it might take me like a minute or two to get it, or not, and we got it. So, perfect. Once we're here, jump over to this section, and then just fall. Look at these fucking pixelated-ass cars, man. Oh, man, it's like a fucking Frogger, dog. This shit's cool as hell. Yeah, this is one of those out-of-bounds sections. And there's actually even art, like, outside here. Like, that would be impossible to, like, really see from afar. I mean, you actually, like, see it close now. It's kind of interesting. But, yeah. Next booster glitch is pretty cool. It just involves facing the other way. We were facing that way before, but now we're facing this way. We're just aiming for the green tower, doing the same thing. So just hit him with a boneless. You can, like, air shuffle if needed and other tech like that to get there. As you see, it's not really required. But once we're here, once we get to this one, it's like a floaty one. Just be patient. If you're not patient, that stuff happens. We're going to manage to get over to this tower, which is also floaty. But once we get over here, speed it up. There we go. Hey, now we are at the biggest fucking out-of-bounds section in Kyoto, which is cool. Alright, make sure you find these two pulls right here. And what you're going to want to do is line yourself up like this. You're going to do the grab, like you're going to do any grab trick, and then purposely bail it. And you should fall right through the ramp. Like that. Man, and there's just this whole section. It's like... From my understanding, it only works on this side of the ramp. And, yeah, that's pretty much how that's done. There is a shimmy glitch in Kyoto. How could there not be? It's right here, actually. You just want to grab this, go all the way to the left, and what do you know? You are in the shimmy glitch. You can turn it into an acid drop. Of course you can. There's like a million fucking different goddamn like ramps and stuff in this map. But we're just going to go... I'd say like up here is fine. That's like a good one. I don't want to search too long for one. We're not going to go extremely far, but maybe towards the end of this. That'd be cool. Maybe get on this for a little extra height. Boosted! Boom! Yeah, buddy! Oh, I love this thing so goddamn much. Man. Go into the skate part section of the map. Yes, here. Go to this ramp. Grab it, and go all the way to the left or right. Doesn't matter until it doesn't let you anymore. Drop down, and now you're in the ramp. Like, damn, bro. Nobody would find you here. Well, I mean, I guess they could see you from the fence, but nobody's going to get you here. There's not that many glitches in Atlanta, but there are some pretty cool ones for whatever they're worth. So make your way around here. Now, here's an issue. You're going to want to corner flip this, but you want to corner flip the white wall, not the brick wall. So line your camera up so it's like good for that. Otherwise, you're going to get that, and that's what's going to happen. Yeah, rough stuff. It's a pretty tricky one because of that. Like, your skater just naturally wants to go into the brick, but there. Once you get this, it's extremely simple. You're just out of bounds. And it doesn't look like much, but you can go this way. There's just like this weird garden area right here. There's even like more of the map, too. Like I found wherever the fuck. It's hard to explore this, man, with all these invisible ass walls. Oh yeah, this fucking thing, bro. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like, I've never even... What? What? Okay. I've shown this in another map, but pretty much, here's like normal jumps, you know. If you have your friend standing on a booster and you just walk over the booster, all of a sudden now you have just these insane jumps. Almost like moon gravity jumps, bro. Oh my god! Oh yeah, and air shuffling just takes you to the fucking moon, bro. It's like not even a thing. Bro, look. Game gets so fucking confused. It's higher than a neuroplant, bro. How's that possible, bro? What the fuck? Oh my god! This glitch is so dumb. Well, the glitch itself is cool, but the setup is so fucking menial. Alright, I have to hit this sticker slap in such a way that it's going to get me stuck inside this fence. It is absurd. I know that if you hit it like as if you were going to wall ride this wall, you can sometimes get it. But this wall has no wall ride mode. Because why would it? Okay. So, it should look something like this, right? Yes. Okay, cool. Now, I'm going to set my restart, because here's the thing. If I inch like one bit towards this way, I'm out of fucking bounds. So, a lot of room for error. Very little room for success. But if I remember, you just find this point that like suits you back, and you just jump against it. Like so much, man. This is also why it's stupid. So part 1 is pretty dumb, and part 2 is even dumber. You gotta just keep jumping. And now you see the Jeep car factory in the back. It's great, and the Shaba factory. Sure. Anyways, you just gotta keep jumping. Like, you think this is enough? No. Just keep on jumping. Like, it might be, but better safe than sorry. Once the building that was under us is pretty much fucking gone, now you're safe to go ahead and, yeah, jump. And it's pretty cool. You have this whole area to explore. I mean, you don't have this area. This automatically shoots you back. This is about as far as you can go this way. So, off to not the greatest start. But when it comes to the horizontal aspect, it's pretty cool. There's stuff to explore, I guess. Like this big old leaves pile. It's not a leaves pile at all. Well, I guess it is a leaves pile, but there's even more leaves piles too if you go over here. Bam! Yeah, so it's pretty cool. It does look pretty cool. Like, you know, what a picture, but, you know. Basically what we're going to want to do is go down this ramp. We're going to hold manual and ollie. And then at the last second, get off your board, and you should have an insane jump. Like fucking moon gravity, man. Oh, man, you gotta love it. As soon as you get on your board, though, it does unfortunately end. But yeah, you can just keep this going as long as you want. In this red dragon area of the map, there's actually a weird Nodus node. I think it's right here. Perfect. There's another Nodus node over here. It's a lot harder to hit. You gotta like have it perfectly lined up. I actually might not even get it perfectly, but it involves this ramp right here. And it's at the corner. Yeah, there we go. There we go. God dang. That one's a little tricky, man. Whew, that one is tricky. If you jump into the waterfall, you can actually like skate in the water that would normally kill you. You have to get on your board though. Interestingly enough, if you walk, you will like die, which is really weird. And also make sure not to hit like any of the walls and stuff. If you want to jump, you gotta get in the waterfall and jump. I think if you jump like right here though, like outside of the waterfall, yeah, water bad. I'm gonna set my start just in case. But the thing is that once you climb the top, you get to the left and to the right. You see there's like these invisible walls. You really can't do anything. You're kind of cooked. However, if you use your grinds, you can get to the rocks. That was so fucking fast. Let me go ahead and do it again because those are so fast. It's probably going to be equally fast. You get to the grind. That's basically what you do. You grind and immediately get off board. There you go. Perfect. Alright, that was a little bit slower. Alright. I'm going to set my restart right here. But essentially, we're going to be scaling this map, or this mountain. And if we get into just the right spot, we can be standing on literally nothing. Bruh. Alright, with this glitch, it does take multiplayer. Okay, yeah, perfect. Alright, with this glitch, it does take multiplayer. All you need to do is just have somebody else standing on this ramp for you, and just go on the ramp. And once you walk off of it, you just have boosted jumps. Like, permanently. As they stay on it, if they don't leave it, they're good. Your boosts are fine. Which is just fucking hilarious! Oh my god! God damn! Louise! Even the bail recoveries are insane! This glitch just involves finding the right roof that you can stand on. Most of the glitch or the roofs that you try to stand on, they won't let you. They just fall right through the map. Yeah, that one. Perfect. Perfect. Hey. There's really not much you can do up here, but just the fact that you can stand on any of the roofs is insane, just because, like, normally you can't. Oh, interestingly enough, if you double jump... Oh. If you double jump over here, you get out of bounds. So it's very interesting. But, yeah. Cool glitch, I guess. Oh, yeah. If you get on your board, some weird shit happens, man. I decided to add this level as well, just because it's amazing. It's like a one-of-one port of the PS2 version. It's beautiful, and it flows very well. Don't worry, even without this included in the video, it's still over 200 glitches of Thug Pro stuff, so just please. Okay, anyways. Just like air shuffle to one of the roofs. It's kind of lame, but once you're here, you're here. You can get to this one. You can get to that one. You can get to this one. Oh man. You'll probably need to air shuffle to get to that one. But yeah, man. I mean, that's cool in and of itself. You can definitely get to those houses as well. Yeah. It didn't take as many as I thought. Oh, that's gonna be a little bit tricky. No matter. Hey, yeah, that's how you do that. Anyways, yeah, there's clearly some more houses if you wanted to explore this, but a very fun glitch nonetheless. You can get into this shed if you approach it with a grind. You just go right through it, actually. Like, watch. Without doing anything, you just go through it, as you see with the controller. I'm not pressing anything. So, if you do a slow grind, maybe like a... and then get off your board. Hey, yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Here we are in the shack itself. And then if we just, like you saw, just go, you'll fall. And then you can go underneath the shack. Like, what the fuck? And you can escape the map that way. That is so what the all you have to do is literally just boneless to the road. Now you're in the out of bounds section. Can't remember if you can go on the grass. No. And you might be like, this isn't an out of bounds area, but it is because, I mean, as you just saw, I got flung back. Also, this is the only street you can go down. I mean, you can go down this street as well, but like as soon as you hit the invisible wall or jump, your game's gonna crash. I'm not sure why, but for some reason, or if you go through the grass, but for some reason, like being on that street destroys your game. Same thing with this one. So just be warned. Other than that, this is a pretty polished map. You can go down this street at least, and this one actually leads to something. The other ones don't even if you were to. In Love Park in the Philly map, if you turn around, there's this construction site area. If you corner flip it, you can actually get past it. Stay on your board. Don't jump though, but we're gonna go down here, and we're gonna, I mean, you could probably go back there if you would want, but we're just gonna go straight for the sake of brevity. Once you're here though, you're safe. And this is pretty much the biggest out of bounds section of any map, like ever, in Tony Hawk at least. Yeah, it's very cool. There's so much to explore, so have fun with this. There's probably so much to explore that I haven't even seen yet. Near this Nixon billboard, you can do a corner flip, and it's actually a significant one. I'll show you why. But it's a really difficult one because not only is there an invisible wall, but then there's like this weird floating section. Like, see how I'm like floating above my shadow? So yeah, fun area. Thanks, whoever made this map. Anyways. There we go. Hey, I did it. All right, cool. That took a minute. Anyways, once you're here, you have this whole area to explore, which is great. But there's also this like door over here, as you see, which is very interesting. Because once you go in it, holy shit! What the fuck? It's a whole ass room. There's some text here if you want to pause and read that. Motherfucking Power Ranger shit here. Man, even a Coca-Cola machine. This place is cool. And if you want to leave, you just go through the doors that you came through. And right about here, you can see this dock out of bounds. Now, that like land that's not the dock, we really can't get to. It's just kick you out of bounds. But we can get to the dock. Just do like 5 or 6 air shuffles. Perfect. Now, don't go that way. It'll kick you out. But you can go this way with no issues. Alright. There's a lot to explore out here, but just go this way. Make your way this way. I mean, there's fucking stairs here. Like, why are there stairs here? Like, you can't get here. Like, what? Anyways, around here you can just fall into the water. And this goes on and on for the whole lake. Like, you just go. If you go too far to the right, you'll fall into the water again. You go far to the left, it's water again. But if you keep going straight, oh, you're set. In the skate park of Baltimore, we're going to that little tower there. There's a weird glitch with this. Okay. So, grab this thing. And yep, once you go all the way to the left, this happens. If you try to get up, this is what happens. Jumping. Sometimes this can crash your game. It looks like we're doing alright right now. But, yeah. What the fuck? Head to the globe. This thingy. Perfect. Alright. That's the globe. We're not going to the globe. We're going here. Corner flip this. Perfect. Okay. Go in the elevator. And now we're in Larxian's room. Wow! Once again, there's some text here if you want to stop and read that. Hang on. There we go. If you want to read that, Sorry, my head was in the way for some of it. But yeah, really cool stuff. There's even like grind nodes and stuff for the out of bounds sections. Yeah, dang. Next to the Baltimore Bridge, we can actually air shuffle to a out of bounds beach. You can kind of see it clipping out right there. All you'd want to do is just boneless and air shuffle. There we go. This out of bounds section is so big, I might have to fast forward. We made it, finally. Hey, we made it. Alright. Interestingly enough, this is still out of bounds. There's no way you can really get here. But all of this is grindable. Larxian made sure that all of this could be grinded, which is very cool. Because, like, how often do you see grind nodes outside of, like, out of bounds sections? But the crazy thing is that you're going to go through here, okay? Yeah, go through here. Alright. And now, like, there's a Space Needle section. So we're on this side of the map. And even this shit is grindable too. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, who thinks of this? Yeah, this shit's really cool. Like, why? You did not have to be able to get here. If we just go to this section right here and just wall jump, we can get to Larxian's room. It's not really a glitch, but, like, I revealed the location of the other two. Might as well reveal this one. And there it is. Wow. There's the wall of text if you want to read. I don't even mean that negatively. I just mean that, like, you probably need to pause in order to read it. But check it out, man. There's so much cool shit. Just like in the other ones. Got some cool-ass posters. All in, like, high quality, too. And there's, like, all these comic books. Man, that shit's cool as hell. There's stuff that, like, about these maps that I never even noticed. And I've been playing them for months. So... This one involves this piece in particular, the hut. Just put a hut down and go to test play and go to your hut. And you'll notice immediately, like, there's something wrong with the roof on this side. There's like an opening, a weird gap. But you can do it on this side as well. I'll just do it on this side. It's a little bit easier, I find. But if you just jump at the right speed, you can basically just clip right through the hut. Now, interestingly enough, this hut has, like, collision, as you see. Like, the walls are coated and everything. But you can leave through the door. It's really no big deal. But before I do, I just wanted to show that, like, the character does try to leave through the window. Like, not with the wall, but in the window, yeah. But like I said, you can just front door or back door. You can do this one with any piece whatsoever. I'll just do it with the ammo box just for, you know, reference. But just raise the floor a little bit. Doesn't matter how much. You can do it a lot. You can do it a little bit. We'll just do it right here. And then just put it back to where it is. And as you see, the object is floating. Yeah. I'll be. Grab any, like, water tiled, fire tiled, acid, or punji pit. Anything that's basically going to kill you if you walk on it. I'll use the punji pit for reference for this one. But basically just raise the floor a little bit, place your punji pit or water or fire, and then go to test play. Basically go to your punji pit, grab this, lift yourself up, and now you're walking on a punji pit. And remember, if, like, normally it kills you. So that's a way to be able to do that. I don't know if it requires this piece in particular, but it requires a piece like this. Just go ahead and place one down, and then put some quarter pipes to the, like, edge of it. Go to test play. All we're basically doing is going up the quarter pipes and lipping the top of it, and letting ourselves fall towards the building. Pretty simple. And now you're in this glitch area. Any map with any kill zone, this will work for. I'm just using Barcelona for a reference, but it'll work on any map. All you have to do is just fall into the kill zone and activate your free cam before the character resets the spawn point. Something like that. And if you see, let me get there I am. And I'm able to control my character. It's a little wonky because, you know, you have your free cam controls, and I don't think you're able to, yeah, like walking can sometimes distort the camera and stuff, as you see. It's clearly not meant to be here. How did I get a spectator bonus? What? Anyways. Yeah. I don't think you can ollie, though. Nah. Still cool, though.